Quick side note, all the battles after this one are live comm. So this is the last one that will be post comm. Just quick side note, all the other battles I'll be recording live as I do them when they were recorded, but this is the last battle that will be post commentary. So yeah, look forward to the live comm battles. Hello everyone, I'm Sleepy and welcome to the 8-Bit Drafts Season 5 LC, aka Little Cup League, Week 5. I think I already said that. Anyway, it's Week 5. We are facing against the Silesian Sceptiles. And they have a pretty terrifying team. And let me go over it. I'll put the team right here so you guys can take a look, and this is what their team is. Tangela, Tyrant, Ponyta, Galarian Ponyta, Pikipek, Spinarak, Crabrawler, Shinx, Vulpix, Aaron, Frillish, Sandile. So let me tell you just a quick overview of his team. Let me tell you why it's terrifying. The combination of Tangela and Vulpix is terrifying because that's a Sun Core. And let me tell you, I've used it before in Season 3, and it was good. It was really good. So let me explain. Vulpix has Drought, which sets the stage for Tangela. And Vulpix is pretty, has some decent special attack on its own, so it could hold its own in Sun. But Tangela, one, it gets Chlorophyll, so it doubles its speed in Sun. Secondly, it can use stuff like, for example, Ancient Power to get stat boosts, which actually I used one time against a Yanma, which is actually a legitimate strategy. I use, Yanma's, which is a really huge threat in Little Cup also. So it's a speed boost, big threat, and I took it out one-shot in Season 3. But anyway, I'm going to get off topic. And thirdly, well, Ancient Power wasn't so much up for the Sun, but But also, thirdly, it gets Growth. Growth plus Sun is terrifying. See, Growth gives you +1 special attack and +1 attack. In Sun, it doubles it, so you get +2 special attack and +2 attack. Plus Chlorophyll? No. Tyrant is extremely good offensive attacker. Ponyta, Galarian Ponyta, is very similar to regular Ponyta, except has a little bit different coverage options. I think it has the same stats though. Pikipek with Skill Link can be annoying with Rock Blast and Bullet Seed. Spinarak, Webs. Crabrawler, I'm not sure what Crabrawler really does other than just be like a physical fighting type. Shinx can Intimidate, can be annoying. Aaron has Sturdy, which can be a nuisance. Frillish can be a little bit bulky, and Sandile has Intimidate or Moxie, which can kind of be annoying. Anyway, let's go over my team. So firstly, we got Hippopotas. I forgot to nickname my mons here. Anyway, we got Hippopotas. He's got the moves Earthquake, Rock Slide, Slack Off, and Whirlwind. Earthquake hits a lot of mons on a squad, like, for example, Vulpix. It hits the Aeron. I think, no, there's more. There's one more, I think. And the Shinx too. And Rock Slide is for the Pikipek, potentially, in case he wants to switch that in. Slack Off to gain back HP, and Whirlwind just to boot something out that I don't want in, pretty much. Next up, we got Voltorb with the Life Orb with the Aftermath ability. This thing's basically to counter his son, Hippopotas, before I go on. And also, for this week, in order to get a good shot at playoffs, we have to catch a dub. We have to. Because otherwise, if we lose this one, we have to count on someone else losing. But first of all, if we lose this one, we have to win our next two matches to get in the playoffs. We have to. And also, we have to count on someone else losing for us to make it into that last lot of playoffs. Because we're in a pretty tight spot right now. But we're going to try our best, and let's continue. So I have a little bit of a cough right now, but got some lemon water. So yeah, that's why my voice sounds a little weird. But anyway, let's continue. Voltorb with Volt Switch to pivot out, obviously. Hidden Power, Ground. He hits quite a decent amount of things on his team. For example, everything I said that hits with Earthquake, I could hit with Hidden Power, Ground potentially. Taunt to prevent him from sending up rocks, sticky webs, setting up potentially, and stuff like that. Signal Beam, so I can get a cheeky little hit off on the Tangela, for example. I think that's what this one's mostly for. Or Sandile, potentially. Sandile or Tangela, but mostly for Tangela.
And that's pretty much it with this thing. Max speed and max special attack, and that's pretty much it. Next up, we got Alolan Grimer with the Eviolite with the Poison Touch ability, because Poison Touch is a nice ability. With the moves Knock Off, obviously knock off items. Poison Jab can hit hard, hit the Tangela really hard. Tangela can hit anyone else? I'm not sure. Yeah, it can just hit the Tangela, but it's a pretty good stab move though, and I get that extra boost of Poison Touch, because Poison Touch 30% plus Poison Jab 30%, 60% chance poison. I'm liking those odds. Memento to like an last-ditch effort to like lower our opponent's attack and special attack, and then we can get someone else in for free. Shadow Sneak for priority, because priority's nice. You like to have priority. Next up, we got Cottony with the moves Defog to get rid of hazards, Dazzling Gleam because to hit like Tyrant, for example, Memento to also get another person for free just in case we're in a tight spot, and Giga Drain can hit things like the Frillish, Sandile, for example. This is really good against the Sandile, and it can hit the Crab, and it can also hit the Crabrawler, which is nice. But I have to keep an eye out for Spinarak and Aaron and stuff like that, because Cottony does not want to stand against those guys. Next up, we got Misdreavus, the tier 0 of the team with Nasty Plot. So we could, just in case like we Memento with one of these two, we can bring in Misdreavus to Nasty Plot up. Shadow Ball is a nice stab attack. Power Gem is mostly for Vulpix, and Him Power Ice is just in case. Like, he's got a lot of things weak against ice. For example, Tangela and Sandile. Is that it? Tangela, Pikipek, and Sandile. Yep, that's it. I thought there was one more. Maybe he made a transaction. I'm not too sure. I don't know. This battle happened a while ago, but Power Gem, yeah, that's mostly for the Vulpix and for like the Pikipek as well. Because this is just in case I don't get completely walled by the Pikipek. That's why I wanted to add a little bit more coverage, just to give me a wide variety of stuff to hit. And last up, we got Mantike with Water Absorb, so it completely walls the Frillish, and Scald, because Scald burns are nice. I like me some Scalds, 30% burns, you already know. Ice Beam, because it hits everything, it hits, as I said before, Sandile, Pikipek, and Tangela. Haze to get rid of stat boost, like if he wants to do that, the growth strat I could see, or like a Moxie boost from Sandile. What else? What else can he set up with? I can't think of any on the top of my head, but just in case he wants to set up with anything else. Air Slash is for like, this could potentially be for the Spinarak, the Tangela, as I said before. And I think that's about it. This is the squad. It's pretty much max defense, max special attack, modest nature. Do as much damage as we can, and that's pretty much it with this team. How long have I been recording for? 8 minutes. Wow, this is a long team builder. But this is the team. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you all in the battle.
All right, so we are here in the battle. And from what I see on this team, pretty much everything I expected. He's got the little Sun Core right here from Vulpix and Tangela. He's got some offense like the Sandile and the Pikipek, along with some bulk like the Aeron and stuff like that. So anyway, for the most part what I expected, so let's get right into the battle. I lead off with Voltorb, he leads off with Aeron. And right here I am an idiot, so I go for the Hin Power. He has Sturdy, I forgot, because I was looking at my damage calcs. And I forgot that this thing gets Sturdy Berry Juice. I was very discombobulated in this battle. But anyway, yeah, I just completely forgot this thing has Sturdy Berry Juice. I didn't do my research at all. He gets the full health, and he Earthquakes me, and my Voltorb goes down turn 1. And I should have Volt Switched like I intended to do. My plan was just to Scout and Volt Switch. So here sets up rocks. I go for, Whirlwind, because I predicted him to switch out. Then he goes back and it goes into Tangela, which I go into Cottony to get rid of the rocks. So that's what I do since I have Prankster outspeed. But then he Sludge Bombs me and takes me out, but I did get rid of the rocks. And then right here I go into Grimer. Obviously I have the type advantage. He goes into Aeron. I knock off, just doing some good amount of damage. Didn't knock off any item. Voice crack, sorry. He sets up his rocks again, which is kind of unfortunate since I don't have a defogger anymore. But yeah, so I go for Earthquake, he predicts me and goes into Pikipek, and I go out into Grimer, he knocks me off, and then he gets rid of my Eviolite. Doesn't do much damage, the knockoff, but like getting rid of my Eviolite kind of sucks. He predicts me again and goes as I go for the poison jab, but I do get rid of the Aeron, which is nice. But here goes into Sandile. There's nothing much I can do. I don't really have a switch in, so I just go for Shadow Sneak to get as much damage off as I can. Then I go into Hippopotas. He's a defensive tank. I set up the Sandstorm, doesn't really matter. He goes for Crunch. I go for Earthquake. Then he goes for Crunch again. Then I go for Slack Off to like get my health back. I can play this game forever. Then he goes into Picky Pack. I go for Earthquake again. He predicts me again. This man's playing me like a fiddle. And then he goes for Bullet Seed. And then just destroys me because this thing has Skill Link. Yeah, this thing has Skill Link as its ability. So it always hits 5 times. I go into Mantike right here. He goes for Bullet Seed again. Will I live? Will I live? I do end up living at 5%, and I go for Ice Beam while taking him out. But then, then the Sandstorm ends, so I don't die right away. But then he goes for Crunch, and gets the Moxie boost. Then I go into my last Pokemon, Mr. Vess, and then he goes for Crunch, outspeeds me because he is Scarfed. That's when I found out how dangerous Scarfed Moxie Pokemon are, like this Sandile. But to be honest, like when I record this, I was very discombobulated when I was doing the battle. Like I don't think, very discombobulated. But anyway, so the only hope we have now in making playoffs, if we have to win the next few battles, and I think someone else has to lose or something. That's the only way we can make playoffs because we're on a bit of a losing streak right now, and so hopefully we can bounce back. So we basically have to win the next few battles, and like I said, so. Yeah, so if I don't make it into playoffs, though, it ends at week 8, I think, and this is week 5. And if it doesn't, there'll be more battles. So, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all in week 6. Peace out.